From the floor of the CME Group, this is Danny Riley on today's Cash Close, and what a day it's been. The name of this video, S&P Smash Grab. The high of the day came in at 205.9 recently. The low came in at 203.3370 early in the morning, and last we're 205.9. We're up 10 cents on the day. Total volume was size. We have 1.8 million minis traded, with 350,000 of that coming from Globex, and we have 5.5 thousand big S&Ps traded in the pit. I want to remind everybody we're into the D's expiration now, so a lot of those volumes are going to be spreads. MOC, the MIM was showing 56 million to sell. The actual MOC came out sell 250 million. Tomorrow with the MBA purchase applications, we have the quarterly services number. We have the EIA Petroleum status number. We have a 10-year note auction. We have the Treasury budget. And you know what, you guys, I think what happened here was the S&P got hit by all this stuff, early before the market opened and really started to pour lower. And then once we took out the Globex lows and traded down into the 33 handle, the S&P stopped. And as soon as it did, as the algos helped the futures lower, the algos started to help the futures higher. And the other part about this is I'm really, really convinced that in the month of December, there's going to be a lot of marking up of stocks. So when the S&P sells off the way it did, those bargain hunters come flying back in, or the mutual funds come flying back in, and they start buying stock. And that's what helped drive the S&P back up. Now, I think it was a total of a 26 handle rally. Now look, at the end of the day, as I said, I think it's all in the cash buyer's hands. But next week it may be a little different, and we may see a little bit more volatility. And let me explain why. You've got the 2-day Fed meeting, and you've got Helsenrath from the Wall Street Journal talking about that the Fed could drop the considerable time phrasing in the Fed's policy statement. And the Wall Street Journal kind of thinks that that's going to happen. So then you've got the December quad witch. So you know what? The volatility that we've seen Monday and Tuesday of this week could reoccur as we go later into this week and into next week. I don't think it's just going to go completely dead here, but I do think as we go into the end of the year, less and less people are going to be trading. And you can see it on those days when the S&P goes up and the volumes are small. That said, we're going to leave it like that, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the opening print.